Hi YouTube. So today I will be talking about Kenneka Jenkins. I had read a Chicago article about her death, and this is what it says. A Chicago woman was found dead inside of a hotel freezer about a day after she had gone missing from a party. So, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. I'm pretty sure you guys have all heard about it, and it's all over the news and all over social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything. So, the first thing I'm going to say is this article is distasteful. I do not agree. A Chicago woman was found dead? No. So first of all, we're not going to label her as a woman. We're going to label her as a girl because that is what she is. She is a teenager. She was a teenager. 19 is not a woman. So first of all, she should have never been labeled as a woman. When we say woman, we're saying what you do to the public is you put in their mind that this is someone who is an adult. Someone with this adult maturity who's 26, 27, whatever, who is, you know, mature enough, old enough to make adult decisions and to do adult things. So I don't care if she was partying, drinking. Everybody does it, first of all. So people need to stop trying to add that, oh, they were smoking, they were drinking. First of all, stop judging, because everybody does things and everybody has done things when they were not of the legal age. So first of all, we're not going to use that because that's not an excuse to murder or rape anyone. So that's not what we're going to do. Second off, she was not found dead. She was found murdered. So the wording is all off. Chicago, y'all need to get it together. That's not okay. You're dealing with someone's child, someone's baby, someone's child who is no longer alive. So to try to sugarcoat the situation to an extent is not okay, because I have 2 children and I would be furious if A, they wouldn't let me see the body, and I wanted to see my child's body before y'all moving her and doing all this other stuff, and then B, you guys are saying that these accidents happen all the time. No one drunk at her size can walk around drunk and accidentally place themselves in a freezer. Oh, also turn the freezer on and then put themselves in a freezer. First of all, drunk, you can barely put your charger into your phone the first time. That's hard. So saying that she accidentally walked into a walk-in freezer, need I mind you, those type of walk-in freezers, you literally have to use your body in full force to open these doors. So saying that she was drunk as she was, it was probably an accident, she wouldn't have even had the strength drunk to do that to herself, to walk into a freezer, also plug it in and just lay and die. People don't accidentally plug in a freezer, walk in and die. I'm sorry. I'm just not buying the whole accident. Like, no. Like, it was not an accident. And her family deserves better. Her family deserves to know what actually happened to her child instead of trying to sugarcoat the situation and just write it off as an accident to shut people up. Because I kid you not, if it had been my children, my daughter, oh, that's a whole nother situation I don't even want to get into. That's a whole nother situation. And then as far as people trying to defend and take up for her friends, no, negative. That's not what we're going to do. First of all, friends don't let friends walk off or leave them with random people or lead them into danger. I personally feel like this young girl was led into danger. She was led into danger. She just, you know, probably got that text like, hey, let's go, we're about to go turn up, it's a hotel party, let's go, it's about to be lots of people. She was like, okay, yeah, bet, turn up, yeah, pick me up, da 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 da. Not knowing that this will be her last night on earth. Her mother had no idea that this will be her last time able to see, talk, and look at her baby girl alive. Nobody knew that. Her mama did not know that. Her family did not know that. So for her friends to lead her into danger because everybody want to get turned and lit, I'm not buying it. There's no excuse for these quote unquote friends. There's nothing you can tell me to justify her friends being there and all these people being there and it being an accident, or all these people being there and people not knowing what happened to this girl. Nobody can tell me that. First of all, social media has already taken over society. Social media has taken over the world. Everything has to be documented. Snapchat, going live, tweeted, Instagram, all of that. So my thing is, I personally feel like Irene, or the girl, whoever was recording, you felt like you put your social media above her. You put your Facebook going live or whatever you were doing above your friend and above what happened to her. That's what you did. Instead of, oh, we can't intern with your shades on. You should have been like, heard the commotion. She said she didn't feel good. She said she wanted to lay down. Obviously she was drunk. You should have put your phone down and been checking on this girl, even if she wasn't your bestie, even if she was a friend of a friend. It don't matter. If y'all came together, you leave together. That's how we were raised. If one of us gotta pee, we all have to pee. Oh, you gotta pee? I guess we all go into the bathroom. Don't matter if it's our song or not. We're not letting our girl go anywhere by herself. Like, we came as a team and we doing everything as a team. We leaving as a team. So for people to say, oh, you know, it's not their fault. What could they have done? What could they have done? What could they have done against some grown men raping this girl? Are you serious right now? What could they have done? That's a sorry excuse. And as a mother, I would not be okay with that excuse. What could we have done? Lamps, chairs, all types of stuff in that room, a phone. I would have been mopping somebody trying to pray or harm one of my girlfriends. So I was sitting here and I came across another Facebook status from Cornell C. Mitchell. I'm not sure if he was one of the guys who was there. Yeah, I think he is. I think that's what they're saying. But so his status says, oh no, I just lost it. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Maybe I just phrased it wrong. I'm saying if somebody trying to rape you, let them, so you can go tell your family and the police and tell them. Why put up a fight so they can kill you? I don't know. That's what I would want my little lady to do. 100. Then he said, B words get themselves killed when they get raped. B, you ain't no virgin. Sit back and take that plant, what is that? No, eggplant emoji for penis like you usually do and go home. 100. This is his little Facebook statuses. Now I think he's one of the guys who were there. First of all, you're sick, and who are you to tell someone not to fight when somebody's raping you? Would you fight if somebody was about to rape you and take your butt? I think you would do more than fight if somebody was trying to rape you in the butt. So don't sit up here and tell women to not fight and just take it. It ain't like you no virgin. It don't matter. It don't matter if somebody virgin or not. It don't matter if they walking down the street in a G-string or a bikini. No one deserves to be raped. No one. That's just like if you go to jail for being affiliated with the crime, Cornelius Mitchell. Do you think somebody deserves to, has the right to rape you in the shower and to take it? That's a good question. I would love to know your answer after everything is over in the investigation and everything like that. Please send me an email and let me know how that goes with you not fighting so you can go home and tell your family. Live to go home and tell your family. But I guarantee you, you're going to be doing more than fighting if somebody tried to take your butt. So anyway, what I'm getting to is no one deserves to be raped. No one deserves to be molested. No one deserves to be murdered. No one deserves to be taken advantage of in any situation, whether drunk or sober. Like, it really makes me question not just these people that were there, these kids, but their parents as well. Like, how were they raised? What type of people, you know, would raise their kids to be like this. And even if they were not raised this way, you know, that way, what would make them mentally go off the edge and go left and just go and do something that disgusting and that immoral to somebody? What would make you want to physically harm, take advantage of? Like, what type of people are you? What's in your mind? Like, that's deep. That's deeper than just saying you have mommy and daddy issues, or deeper than saying, I don't know, it just felt right, or I don't know, I didn't mean to do this and that. No, that's deeper. That's something deep within you to make you want to do something like that. And you need help. You in the group that you came with need help. So as far as the excuse, what could these girls have done, or anybody have done to stop these guys, and they were so scared, blah blah blah? I'm just not buying it. And I just think that y'all are sorry excuses for quote unquote friends. Like, with friends, nobody need enemies. And that's real. Like, you lose track of a whole friend, because that's what I got from it. You lost track of a whole friend. Not your keys, not your phone, not your purse, a whole body, a whole person that you came with. You lost track of her. So I'm just not buying it. Like, it just frustrates me, and it makes me so sad, because I'm a mother and I have a baby girl, and it's people like you guys, it's people like those girls and those people that she was with, that make me fear for my child's life. I don't ever want my child, my baby girl, to think, or my son, that, yeah, we're going out with friends and I'll be back, mom, you know, or I love you, mom, I'm going out tonight, whoop de whoop de whoop. Like, I don't want them to think that the people that they're with, who call themselves friend, will make sure that they return home safely and actually be a friend, and make sure they don't get raped, and make sure they don't get jumped, and make sure they don't get played out, or, you know, done wrong. Like, that is one of my biggest fears, having kids. Like, you hear stories about it all the time, about kids getting bullied and the parents not knowing, and, you know, the kid gets jumped, or, you know, kids killing themselves because they're being bullied because of some things that they cannot control necessarily. Some kids get bullied because they're, you know, they look weird, or they're nerdy, or, you know, they have nice things, and they might just be in an area that is a little more less nice, or the kids may not be as fortunate as that child to have these nice things. So kids will get bullied because they have a great life, things that they can't control, or nice things, and they wear Jordans and they got the new Levi's on and all this type of stuff. So it does make me fear for my children. Like, you know, I look at the pictures of this girl, and this girl is very pretty, and she is swagged out. Like, baby girl got swag. Like, she fly. I don't know if you can see that picture of her. She's a cutie. Not saying that her friends are, you know, ugly or busted, but definitely looking at her friends, or these girls that she called quote unquote her friends, they weren't as, you know, swagged out and popping like her. And that's not saying anything bad. All I'm saying is, we all have friends who, somebody might be the ugly friend, somebody might be the friend that can't dress. Not saying that she don't have money, but that she can't dress. Then you do really have a friend that don't ever have money, but it don't bother you, because everybody be like, girl, we got you, we always know you got an excuse. But we all have some type of friend out the group. The friend that always borrowing the clothes, the friend that never have her hair done, the friend that can do her makeup and is always popping, the friend that buy bundles like every other month or two, and she just got money to blow, or boyfriend or parents that buy her bundles just to always keep her hair done. Then you got your friend who don't keep her hair done. You gotta always help her out. We always have that friend, some type of friend. I may be growing up, I was the ugly friend, so I wasn't really that cute at all, but I could dress. I was a pretty good dresser. I could dress. Yeah, I could dress, but I wasn't ugly. I was just like super fat, but I was the fat friend. I was the fat friend. Maybe not the ugly friend. I was the fat friend, and I'm probably still the fat friend, but either way, we all have that friend, some type of friend that you can label them as something out the group. But either way, this girl, you could tell, this girl was the fly girl. She was the one who was popping. She had the fresh fit. She had her hair done. Like, baby girl was fly. Baby girl was fly. So looking at her profiles and then her friends' profiles, they're not as fly or as flashy as her. I can see where people are getting the whole jealousy thing and stuff like that, because they not as fly as her. And that is not to knock anybody or to down them, but that she could dress. She could dress. She have her hair done, and in every picture her hair was on point. In every picture her outfit was on point. And in a lot of the other girl, quote unquote, friends pictures, they got some okay pictures, but they not popping like her. Like, a lot of them, they got their hair all types of all over their head, and they wearing, you know, white beater and shorts, and not like dressed it up in any kind of way. So I'm just saying that they weren't as popping or as hot as she was. So yes, I could definitely see where the whole jealousy conspiracies and stuff like that are coming from. And that's not her fault that she was on and popping, that she was cute. Like, it's not her fault that she, you know, took pride in how she looked, and she, you know, put that extra effort into dressing and doing her hair and stuff like that. So if it was jealousy, that's not that girl's fault. Confidence and taking care of you is you. That's your responsibility. It's in you as a person. It's in me. If I feel like not doing my hair, then I better be ready to receive that the world gonna look at me, she didn't do her hair today, or she always half stepping. Negative. It's in me to pick myself up and to put that extra time and that extra effort in me. So for people to say that, you know, that it could have been jealousy, I 100% believe that. And no, I'm not being shallow, and no, I'm not trying to make, you know, excuses or saying that, oh, she got what she got because what happened to her because she was a pretty girl. No, but I'm just saying, realistically, people don't like to admit it, but when you are pretty, when you can dress, you are targeted as thinking, she thinks she all that. You have fake friends around you, she thinks she all that. Look at her, you know, she ain't even that cute. I don't even know why everybody crazy about her. People will always talk about you, whether it's good or bad. People will always have something to say about you. And that girl, she definitely, I do feel like there was a possibility that there could have been, you know, jealousy or a lack of care because she was a pretty girl. Like, she okay, ain't nobody worried about her because she over there drunk or whatever. She, you know, she get dudes falling over her all the time. Like, we're not worried about her, whatever, she be all right. She's so cute, she can take care of herself. I do believe that there's a possibility that could have been in the back of some of those girls' mind. But to just totally neglect your responsibilities as a friend, that's not okay. And if I were her mother, I would be furious. I know she's furious. I know she's hurt. And I can only imagine what she's going through. And knowing that growing up, my mom, she could tell a friend from the door. Oh, okay. Hey, mom, this is my friend so-and-so. Oh, hey. And as soon as the girl leave, I don't like her. That ain't your friend. Why? Mom, you don't even know her. Mothers can tell. It's just like, they can tell. It don't matter how cool you are, a mother can tell. And I'm so grateful that my mom was, you know, very opinionated when it came to the people that I hung around. She was very open about whether she liked somebody or didn't like somebody. She never mistreated anyone's child. She never mistreated them. She treated them the same way as she did her own kids. She would feed them, let them stay the night. She didn't care about sleepover as long as it was at her house, because she didn't trust others. But she was very opinionated when those people were not around, as far as, I don't think that that person is a real friend, or I just don't think that they got the same heart and the same love for you as, you know, that you have for them. Like, you got to be careful, watch your back, just don't trust them. But she never mistreated anyone. She was never rude, she was never nasty, but behind closed doors she would let you know what it is. So, not saying that, you know, Kenneka's mom didn't like those girls or didn't care for those girls or what have you, but I guarantee you that, you know, every mama know those girls up to no good. But Lord, I raised my child right, so she'll be home, she'll be all right, she's gonna come back home at the end of the night. Not knowing that after Monifa, I guess the best friend, after she went and did whatever she did, you know, leaving her best friend with a room full of guys and quote unquote her friends of a friend of a friend, you know, she did not, even the best friend did not know that what would happen to her. But at the same time, as a best friend, you should have known what was capable of happening if you leave your best friend, who is the most intoxicated, the most off her rocker, around these type of people. And guys, they do pray. So for people saying, oh, it don't have nothing to do with the guys, you know, dudes, you know, it don't have nothing to do with them being thirsty. The dudes ain't thirsty. We not always thirsty. When it's drinks involved and pretty girls, yes, you are. You come off a little stronger than you know. You may not see that because the girl that you are preying on is drunk and she can't just straight out verbally tell you you are doing the most. She may do a little, stop, I'm tired, I want to lay down. You know, she may do that, and so you may not think that you are as over intense as you are, but you are. Dudes are very thirsty. They see a girl or see girls who are a little bit more intoxicated, or even try to get them intoxicated, buying them drinks, throwing them compliments, doing all of this flirty, you know, touchy type of stuff. They thirsty. Just like females can be thirsty when they want to be, which in this case, maybe the best friend was thirsty and the other girl's thirsty to be, you know, in the spotlight with these dudes all around, you know, like, ooh, we the cute girls, like, whoop, 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 whoop. They was so busy trying to catch their attention that they didn't care about pretty girl Kenneka. They did not care. They did not care. They were like, she all right, she can worry about, she can defend herself, she got herself, she's so cute, she thinks she grown anyway. Like, not saying that that's what happened, but that is what I feel. But dudes in that type of environment, they are very over aggressive and, you know, just extra. And I hold everybody accountable. I don't care if you didn't even touch Kenneka. I hold every single person accountable, because what happened to that little girl should not have happened to anyone. And maybe the dude who, you know, raped her and took advantage of her did not expect to kill her. He probably was trying to choke her or halfway smothered her or whatever, and was like, oh shoot, I done killed this girl, bruh, what am I gonna do with this body? So maybe he didn't know that he was gonna kill her, but guess what, you still responsible, and you should have never, no one, not just him, no one should ever try to take advantage of male or female or anyone while they are intoxicated and are unable to give you a clear no or defend themselves. Because even drunk or under the influence, you can say no, but your no may not be as aggressive or assertive as it needs to be. No, stop, no, that's not okay. So I hold everyone accountable, because you all knew something was up, and whether you did or did not, you mean to tell me that y'all was that wrapped up into social media and getting lit than making sure everybody left alive? That was more important? No. It's a no for me. Everybody need to be held responsible. And I personally feel like all these friends that's posting these statuses and stuff, oh my gosh, I love you, best friend, they're trying to say that it's my fault, but I love you, I would never do this and do that. You know what? That is all good and great, but I don't want to hear or see a status. And you know what? Her family doesn't either, because you wouldn't be having to make these statuses, make these posts, if you'd have had been an actual friend, a friend. Not just say that you're a friend now because they did and you scared and you don't want to get blamed for nothing. You know, you're not mad, you're not sad or upset that this happened to her. You are a little bit sad that it happened to her, but you're even more upset that you are associated with this crime. You're affiliated with the crime. That's why you don't want to look guilty. That is why you guys are sad. That is why you guys are making posts. So the Facebook posts and all of this, it's not moving me. If my best friend was to die or something happened to my best friend, social media will be the last place that I seek. Social media will be the last place that I go to voice that. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to look at a Facebook, a Snapchat, or Instagram, or nothing, because everything is going to remind me of my best friend. And right now, I just don't need it right now. Maybe down the line when we get closer to the funeral or something like that. But the day of and the day after, I was looking for you and you just up and walked out. I don't know what happened and where you went. I was looking for you and nobody took me seriously. First of all, best friend, you shouldn't have had to been looking for your best friend. You know why? Because your best friend should have been by your side. That's my best friend. She should have been always by your side. It don't matter if it's a dude or not. If it's a dude that you want to go and get on and popping with, that's okay. But make sure your bestie and your girls get home safe before you try to go do what you trying to do. There's nothing wrong with the best friend and the other girls trying to be in these dudes' face, you know, get lit with these dudes, or even go and have sex with this dude. There's nothing wrong with that, so long as you make sure that your girls are safe and at home. How hard would it have been to say, no, we're not going nowhere. Let me make sure she's okay, and then we can go do whatever. But I'm not just gonna leave my best friend. I don't care if there was 3-4, y'all had 3-4 hotel rooms. I'm not leaving my best friend. I'm not leaving my friend, associate, or anybody that I came with in a room with dudes that's preying on the drunk and the intoxicated. I'm not leaving my friends, my girls, with you just to go get it in. I'm sorry. It ain't that, nothing in life is that good right there at that moment for me to leave my friend in an unsafe environment. I'm sorry. So yes, I hold everyone accountable, and her family deserves better. They don't deserve to be brushed off or for it to be marked as an accident, because I guarantee you, if it was those investigators, those police, those staff members, if it was their baby, yes, I said baby because she is a baby, someone's baby. If it was their baby, they would be flipping over everything to be looking for evidence and watching all types of cameras and all types of stuff. Accident would not have flown. It's a no. It wouldn't have gone. It wouldn't have flew by. But you know, it just really, I just felt the need to do this discussion or rant or whatever you want to call it, because I feel very strongly about the situation, because I have a baby girl, and I came home to a text from my husband saying, did you hear about Kenneka in the Facebook Live video or whatever like that? And then he sent another message saying, I almost broke into tears because I never want that to be our children. And I thought, like, you know, what if that could have been our children? And that really saddens me, because you never want anything to happen to your kids. Like, it don't matter how bad they are, how annoying they can be. You never want that to happen, or anything to happen to your child. And so when stuff like this happens, it puts even more fear in your heart and your mind as a parent, and it makes you want to just keep your kids in the house and homeschool them, or try to shield them and protect them from everything. And it's unrealistic because you can't, but it just really makes you so sad, and it hits you. I think it hits everybody, but it really hits you when you're a parent, because it's been many a nights that I did things that I shouldn't have done, and I done snuck off and did this and did that, and you know, we all do it. And you know, all your mama can do or your dad can do is pray, because they can't force you to not go out and have fun. They can't keep you in the house till you're old and gray. All they can do is, you know, put their trust in God and in you, and the way that they raised you, and the morals and the integrity that they try to instill in you to come home safe, to make those right decisions. And I personally do not feel like she made a wrong decision. I just feel like she had people around her that did not care for her as much as they should have. And that makes me very upset. It makes me very sad seeing her mom and how upset she was and everything like that. It just really makes me upset. Nobody should bury their child. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't bury your child for cancer. You shouldn't have to bury your child from getting hit in a hit and run, a DUI. You shouldn't have to bury your child that committed suicide. I just personally feel like parents should not bury their children. Children should bury their parents, and that is how I feel. And I know that everything happens for a reason, and God has a plan. It just hurts and it sucks that you never know when your time on this earth is up. And you really do have to cherish every moment and pray, and that you know, your kids have a really good judgment of character and of environment, and trust in their gut. You know, it's been times where you go places and you got a gut feeling like this is not right, and so you might leave, and then you hear something happen the next day at the place that you left, and you were like, wow, if I hadn't have trusted my gut and left when I did, it could have been me. And I just wish that she had a little more time on this earth, and that this hadn't have happened, and that there's justice for her and her family, and that she rests in peace and not have to worry about fake friends and not being able to go out and have a good time and being preyed on, raped, and all that. Like, I just wish that things were different, and I'm so sorry for her family, and I just pray that she finds justice and that this does not happen to anyone else or their children. And that's all I have to say about the situation.